The camera's going to be struggling all night. There's no quick fix for shaky Bluetooth. Good morning. Good morning. No. Not good morning. Good evening. Good evening. Holy crap. Cuddly to Prin as I live and breathe. What a pleasure. What a pleasure. Nice. How is everybody doing? Oh, what a beautiful... Hey! Oh, well. Now I can shuffle. Now I can shuffle. My camera is going to be doing the jitterbug all night long. It won't stop doing it. I don't know how to make it stop. I don't think there's actually a solution. I recognize it. It's a tad dark. I kind of like it. Oh, hell yeah. Avec plaisir. We'll throw this for this group. Just for this group. Right here, right now. Present company included. A pep talk from the cards. I crave aesthetic satisfaction. These cards are very warped at this point. So it's hard to get. Alright, here we go. Let's relax into this. Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a couple deep breaths. And then see what the cards have to say on this. Welcome! Oh, Karina. This is beautiful. You're just in time. We're doing a pep talk from the cards for the room. And you are certainly a member of this room. So, who do we have? We have Cuddly to Prin, we have Ultimate Karina, we have Anna Overseas, we have Uncle Jimmy's Basement. I feel like we're missing somebody, don't you? I'm just letting everybody catch up in the chat. It's amazing to remember back. A year ago. You know. Did that room. Oh, me and you, Cuddly, back when I was like listening to classical music as the backdrop. Like still figuring out any of it. Those are wonderful spreads. Wonderful spreads. Formative moments. Formative moments. So many formative moments spent out there writing on water. Come on, phone. Put a little more work in. There you go. There you go. Now you can be live. TikTok is really good, I must say, Anna. Thank you for asking. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. I think I'm going to cross 3,000 followers in the next couple of weeks. I mean, I don't know where that leads specifically, but it's incredible because the community that exists here is starting to exist there too, and that's incredible. It's crazy too. It's a wild group of people. You know, it's international as well. It goes all the way around the world. It is fun to do. Alright, I guess 69 Yo Mama 96 is taking the night off. That's what I was actually doing. I was waiting to see if he would show up. Oh, 69 Yo Mama 96, where are you? Oh, Scorpio Darkness, where art thou? Where art thou, Scorpio Darkness? Where art thou? I miss you, Scorpio Darkness. Yeah, I know he changed his name to call me Yo Daddy 69. Thank you. He'll always be 69 Yo Mama 96 in my heart. The true mystery person of the Twitch universe. Is Scorpio Darkness around? Well, next time that you encounter him, please send him my fondest regards. Last time I talked to him, I was on TikTok, and he suggested that he wasn't going to be like on the apps for a while, and I was like, okay, whatever. But that was like a long time ago. Scorpio, of course, was the first person ever to wander onto the stream. So he has a trophy on the mantelpiece for that. All right, here we go. Today's pep talk from the cards. Conscious mind needs to have a visit with the star card at 17. Needs to think about the idea of entirely giving oneself over to their divinest form, and using that energy, to feed others. You know, I think that something that I missed early on was the idea of the star card being generous. You know, there's a generosity attached to this. There's like this energy is being given to the tower. You know, if that's the connection point, and it's the child of the sun and the moon. So that's where we're all meant to have our heads oriented toward invulnerability in the realm of spirit. When it comes to what we see in the mirror, We are to understand ourselves. Hold on, my camera will come back, I promise. Please, sweet camera. Thank you. Priestess. The number 2. The idea of primary femininity, primary polarity expressed between those two columns, black and white, and purity. Purity, purity, purity. The Virgin Mary. Pure as driven snow, just suggesting an awareness inside of oneself that one requires such purity. Inside of our imaginations, we are meant to carry 9 cups. 9 cups. Okay, so as a meditational item, 9 cups is there to evoke our friend the Hermit and think about what it means to be able to protect ourselves in the realm of emotion without it becoming something that unbalances us, takes power away. You know, like if you view the 9s as excess because they're 1 over the 8s and because they're growing past the 8s, then the struggle is, it's about whether or not you can, stay on your stilts energetically as you make that happen so that you don't lose balance. And basically, for me, it just feels like entirely like an endurance test of like, if you really have walked up the ladder, if you really have achieved all of these goals expressed in these cards, then when you get to the Hermit, it all gets put to the test. You have to weather a storm, and you have to learn about what it takes to really experience solitude and not be ground to dust by it. That's all like heady and grandiose, and what we have here is the 9 of Cups, suggesting something inside of that energy in the realm of the heart. Is it a protected heart? Is it a motivated and hermetic heart on its way to the Wheel of Fortune? I mean, one thing is suggested inside of it. There is some form of protection and some form of veil. And we're meant to be dreaming about that on some level, or figuring that energy into our imaginations. Underneath it all, we need to know real material balance in 2 pentacles. These 2 pentacles, the card of keeping loose knees, when it comes to the subconscious realm, make sure that you're grounded on the most fundamental level. This is almost like a way of expressing the 2 of Swords within the realm of the Pentacles, because it's in the subconscious. It's like how you can't consciously do that, but if you are living in a way that you feel grounded in the material world and balanced, then you will have achieved that goal. What kind of energy shall we surround ourselves with? The King of Fire, the Throne of Fire emerges, and guess what? It's time to feel empowered in the realm of spirit, in the realm of creativity, and in the realm of procreativity. And it's time to be a king. It's time to understand oneself as having true power and true agency, and the purest form of the energy in question, healthfully and responsibly mobilized. Hopefully, anyway. What's the focal point of the moment, according to the cards? Well. Another 2 falls, and this time, yes, in the realm of the fire. And the suggestion here being to take this priestess's gathering wisdom and this inner sense of groundedness to that kingly, determining, throne, and putting it to work on a new idea. With the purity of your essence at the steering wheel. And in imagination, somehow, achieving the work of the hermit in the realm of the heart. Fine. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. Oh, so much suggested about simplicity. Just really going for the simplest version of balance as a way of attaining some sense of power. With the beautiful star card there to crown the spread. All right, I accept that. I will accept that as an opening gestural spread. Now, Jim, would you like your 13 card Solomon spread? Can I give it to you now? Since we're talking here, I've also gone straight on Instagram now, under my real name. That's a whole other, wow. That's a whole other experience. And the Patreon, yes, thank you for noticing in the Patreon, which I'm still figuring out what the bleep to do with. Specifically, I think ultimately I need to just view the Patreon idea as a way to introduce the idea of getting off of just TikTok. But I think just throwing those full moon parties, which are basically this, might be a way to do it too. But I've been in such a fluid state the last few months. It's hard to lock in. I think it's a miracle I'm still able to do the TikTok shit on a genuinely consistent basis. Yeah, I did the first one when I was in Arizona, and the technology there failed me so sort of shamelessly. It was just like, yeah, no, this is not going to happen. So I had to do it on a 5G signal in the backyard, which was excruciating in a weird way. And then, because it was hot. And then I was having to figure out how to make it work with two cameras, and it barely did. My laptop was overheating, and it worked. I got to meet several other people that have only been, their names in my mind's eye, and throw cards for them, and it was really fun. But it was too long, basically people would come in and then they'd end up leaving because doing one was taking 35 minutes, 40 minutes, and it's I gotta just do shorter shit so that everybody gets to participate. Otherwise, that doesn't end up being as much fun. You don't want to hang out as much when it's just gonna be okay, here's the 11th card. Jesus fucking Christ! All right, we get it. That said, the ones that now I've crashed logic. Everything in this is just acting so unhappy. Well, we'll get to the bottom of it at some point. There we go. Is it still streaming? Good. No, it was a logic crashed because at this point, for some reason, this laptop gets pissed off if I'm running. Well, it's because OBS does that. OBS just makes everything else tense. This fucking program. Alright, Uncle Jimmy's basement. Alright, Uncle Jimmy's basement. Prepare. Prepare. Yes, the crickets are real. I keep them in jars. They're tricky to get through customs. Oh, I can feel the power. I can feel the power. All right. As I'm sure I don't need to repeat, these 6 cards are here to describe the moment through 6 different lenses. We begin with the conscious card. And we see ourselves occupied by 4 pentacles, by the idea of achieving peace in the material realm that we might manifest what we desire to create. You see it in Pamela's artwork. You see either somebody cradling their 4th pentacle in their arms as though they treasure it, or cradling it as though they were worried about it and trying to protect it. Either way, it suggests that one's conscious mind might be on or, as I pause and stop, I will offer this to you as well. If after a point you feel like the cards are more interested in... Sorry, it froze again. God fucking make it stop. If the cards are more interested in offering advice, and it feels more like that's what's happening, just say the word. You can pivot the interpretation. But going along, conscious mind's worried about the basics. Conscious mind's worried about the basics. Reflective mind is full of fucking swords. So many swords. All the swords are here. 10 of them. Ugh. And here, the Hermeticist would pause and say, yeah, and the lesson here is that sometimes you have to equilibrate the largest amount. And that's hard. How do you make peace with 10 swords? What up, SLG Jenny Vlogs? How you doing, Queen? I'm well. How are you? So yes, you look in the mirror, you see a mind heavy with steel in the imagination. The nurturing Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles who heals in the realm of those pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles who is the groundedness of Mother Earth herself. Oh, to find respite in her loving arms, says the imagination, staring into the mirror at the deck's expression of a 10 exclamation point ending to a sentence. Under the surface, we very happily discover the angel of temperance, the alchemical angel, the one who can turn garbage into gold. At number 14, we see the idea of having endured the death card, that transformation, and having successfully healed oneself, re-equilibrated, become stronger, become more balanced, become capable of balancing body, mind, and spirit all at the same time. Surrounding you now, look who's back. It's the priestess. The idea of good morning, Dead Chrome. The priestess. The idea that you're emanating from a holy place, a place of where one gathers primary wisdom. Again, with that purity in mind, that chastity in mind, like a focus on discernment. I'm well, Dead Crumb. I'm happy to be up here. So now we have the fifth card, Jim. Fifth card, where the deck gets a chance to offer its opinion about the focal point of the moment. Emperorhood. Well. So there we have it. The desire to be the emperor. The mission, how about? To be the emperor. The, Please stop. Back, thank you. The mission, a mission of emperorhood. The ability to master one's domain, stabilize it, and turn it into a place where creation can be born, manifested, made real. So think of him as the emperor of stability across all four of the elements. The elements of pentacles, meaning like material stability and stability within one's health. If you don't have that achieved, then you're very low on the totem pole in terms of advancement, and it suggests, especially in the pentacles, like something might be wrong. The emperor is there to establish what it is to manifest something. So you sit here emanating from the priestess and are moving to the twinned number 2. 2 and 2 in balance, creating the empty space where something can be born. So, right, Jesus. Lots going on in the mind. Lots going on in the material world. And so far, haven't discussed the heart or the soul. But let's find out what the next 3 cards will say. There's our wands. 5 wands. 5 wands. 5 wands, like which makes sense for an emperor to be moving into the realms of the 5s. Here, the 5 wands suggests a sense of chaos, a sense of leaderlessness. Yes, they have the energy to make, but they can't stay stable enough to make it. And their youths in Pamela's card, suggesting that inexperience has something to do with it. And because they attach to the Hierophant in my imagination, I think of these 5 wands as being, if they are a lesson plan, the lesson plan is to be the leader of the group and to marshal all of these intensities in such a way as to stabilize in the number 6 and not be in this chaotic growth state, From there, The simplicity of the Two of Wands. Maybe this is the anchor for these three cards. That two, where is she? Echoed here. In the realm of fire, in the realm of creativity, in the realm of procreativity, in the realm of spirit. What idea am I capable of conceiving here in this moment, standing between these two? Oh, interesting. And then we go into a Nine of Wands. That hermetic Nine of Wands arrives. And you see, once the camera comes back, you little bitch. Wake back up. There we go. The Nine Wands. The classic guy with the bandage on his head, hiding behind a gate made of wands. And that Nine of Cups we were talking about earlier, with its requirement of excess effort and energy and strength, is here suggested again, but in that creative fire, in that spiritual fire. And I kind of like ponder, and this is for you to ponder, Jim. But as I was saying, like this is a story of passion, isn't it? And the story seems to, or a portrait of passion. And there's the offering inside of it saying something about that 5 energy of growth, that 9 energy of energy, that 9 energy writ large, that intensity, and then in the center of it, somebody that could be suggested as holding them both on some level to arrive at that sweet number 14. But that's being very poetic. It's being very poetic. But it is all about fire. That's for damn sure. This feels very plot heavy to me, Jen. I hope it's connecting. Oh no, what? The plot thickens. Okay, well, look. As long as you're feeling connective to it, that's all I care about. Let's see. If I fuck with this camera, it's just gonna become a pain in the ass. Let me scoot everything, ruin my little screen geography a little bit. I'll live. And we'll move into the necessity and the liberty and the reason. You know the necessity and the liberty and the reason. It's the necessity and the liberty and the reason because divine advice contains 3 forms. I thought everybody knew that. Necessity, in this instance, Jim, requires the openest and most empowered of hearts here in a Queen of Cups. This is the throne that the deck wishes for you to emanate from in the coming moment. The action that this queen carries out is, unsurprisingly, aimed directly at all of those swords. How can we enhance our mobility by simplifying our very complicated and energized minds? Or, if you, I leave it as an option, if you are in a hermit mode right now where you're pushing into some form of a mastery of that energy, and I cannot even, I can't even, I don't know. Sometimes that feels unattainable to me. Then this can be about being able to absorb the energy of the 8 swords to hold the 9th one in your hand. It's a lot. Anyway, the more that you can deal with that on some level, the more agency that beautiful queen will have as she goes into the 5s again and says, this is a problem that needs to be solved now. Supreme reason dictates, going into the realm of the mind. Whatever this is going to, this has to connect to some personal thing. It's the Five of Swords. It's traditionally like rendered as like, all right, here's how I do it, as a disappointment. Like okay, so if this is a card about advancing my will from the basics of the Emperor, that basic calm, stability, and kind of like normalcy of the Emperor, to a more complex realm, then I have to grow, like basically through friction. You know what I mean? Like I've got to encounter resistance and push past it to grow. And so here it's like, well, okay, you can either get stuck in whatever this is holding for you. It holds something for me. I think it holds something for everybody. You know, like something that still sort of like feels unresolved and unprocessed on a level. And it's like, well, you can either deal with it, or it's gonna just sit around dealing with you forever. And here in Supreme Reason, it's like, yeah. So all of that creative energy and fire, down to that too, with that nurturing mother in mind, and understanding what it means to be an emperor, pushing directly towards that barrier towards love, that barrier towards safety in the realm of the mind, or strength. I would give it strength, because the Six of Swords is protective. The Six of Swords is using its energy to create space and peace for emotions that are in upset. That's a skill that is gained through this negative experience, you could argue. Anywho, to walk through this door and really deal with it, necessity dictates being the Queen of Love and starting at the loudest instance of this situation first, the hardest part. Maybe it's a call to forgive yourself of something. Maybe it's a call to just choose to willfully simplify your mind, like boil it down to a simpler format that isn't as anxiety provocative. What the fuck is this game? Like, why am I arguing with it? It ain't gonna work. All right, we still have one more card to go. Sorry, now I'm gonna fall. There we go. So there we have it. 12 cards down. But what about that 13th card? The one that suggests what's on the way. The one that suggests the lighthouse on the shore that we're paddling our boats to. Look who is back. Look who is back. The star card falls for Uncle Jimmy's basement. Hello. Next stop in vulnerability. Next stop in vulnerability. Or, as a recommendation, next stop, the deployment of perfect clarity and openness and generosity and so on and so forth. 8 wands. 8 wands on the bottom of the deck. Good background music. Perfect harmony in the realm of fire. Well, there you have it. Write it down in your notebook. Good evening, the Evangelist 808. That is precisely what's happening. We don't have like a cue or anything. We're mas informal. Oh yes. Okay. So look, I will now solve that problem. Give me a sec. Use that. All right. Here we go. I've got many a notebook, but I've got note cards here because, like, basically my life is completely particleized right now. It's in a bunch of different cities at once. So the notebooks that I sense that you were referencing are actually in a different state right now. Let's see here. Karina, you were here early. This is the wrong pen. I cannot read that in this slate. Hold on. So let me experiment with adding a tiny bit of light. Maybe we can forgive a little tiny bit of light. Ugh, don't let the camera all shit to bed every time. Come on, bitch. Good luck. Okay, we're back. Okay, alright, we're good here. Now, where was I? Karina. Anna, you were here early. Did you want to be in line? Go into the chat and see exactly who this is. Anna, Cuddly. Oh, Cuddly, I hope I get to read you. So good. No. Anna says no. Anyway, well, we'll go with Karina, and then we're going with the Evangelist 808. Good. But Anna is not Evangelist. I don't think Anna's getting one, so you're after Karina. This lighting is bumming me out. But I don't have another candle. I'm candled out. I just straight up, like I said, everything's particleized. Like, okay, well, I guess we're going to have to use light. God dang it. Happy birthday, Karina. Oh, hell yeah. Karina. Oh, you're always so welcome to Jim. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to do this. A beautiful birthday spread for Karina. I am being called toward the good evening mystical moodlet. I will write your name down. Mystical moodlet. Alright. Let's see here. Jenny, Jenny, if you want to be on this list, say the word, and I will put you on earlier. Like I know you were here earlier. All right. I feel called toward doing the more poetic spread for your birthday. The Mr. Pickle, oh my god, it's wonderful to see your username. How are you? I'm well. I was thinking of throwing for you the $9,000 spread. The 6 card on Dear or Lose. It's poetry. As opposed to It's been a while, Mr. Pickle. Sorry, we're just kind of doing this as though I'm broadcasting from the moon. Every now and then the camera's going to freeze. I think the audio's holding, so it just kind of lapses into radio station. I'm sure it's taking its sweet time. Come on, man. There you go. You found it again. Yeah, it's okay. Like, it feels like everything's just gonna be a little bit weird tech-wise. until I stabilize, until I get to a bleeping home base. Alright, Karina. Oh my god. The $9,000 spread begins inside of 3 cards. These 3 cards tell a simple story. A story of someone who's about to experience a birthday. Above this story shines a star. A star. A suggestion of some sort of focal point that this moment might contain. As I patiently wait for this camera to start working again. Come on. Thank you. And then, of course, generously, the 2 final cards are cards of advice from the deck itself. So here, standing on the cliff's edge of being 29 years old, which to somebody who's well beyond that age, it's impossible not to comment at least once and say, oh my god, you have so much beautiful time yet to fill. Fill it well! Fill it well. Sort your shit out now. Get through it and get going. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Do not engage in any quicksand pits of any kind. No. Go get it. The story begins with perfect passion expressed inside of the Ace of Wands. Perfect passion. Perfect inspiration. A King of Pentacles sits here in the center of the spread, the grounded king of the material plane, the king of health, the king of natural connection, the king of natural life. And the master of their material domain, the benevolent master of their material domain. Moving towards a goddess of justice, a time of reckoning with what is true and what is fair. The Justice Goddess is here to demonstrate equilibrium in an advanced state. The Justice Goddess does not require orthodoxy to determine right or wrong. The Justice Goddess is capable of weighing what's on those scales herself and making the call. Woo! So much power. So much power for a birthday. What's the star in the sky? Yes! Yes! The star card falls. The star card falls. Focus on being the most pure and authentically expressed version of yourself. Be the star. Be the daughter of the sun and the moon. Be the energy that is being broadcast down from divinity self to the material plane in perfect strength and in vulnerability, as this deep inspiration infuses this king with the power to make the call. Nope, there went logic again. Hold on. Recover. Jerk. Do. That's fine. Look, it's Mercury retrograde, right? It's Mercury retrograde? Is that what it is? So bleeping tired of Mercury retrograde. I could scream. Alright. We got 2 more cards here. We got 2 more cards to deploy. Okay? Okay? On this birthday, for this birthday spread, what power? Okay, cards. Amen to that, Karina. Okay, cards. What do you recommend? Taking all of that power in the material plane and shifting it to a different throne, to the throne of inspiration, to the place where that Ace of Wands is wielded with authority. And then find stability in the realm of the heart. Then achieve an emperor's poise in the realm of the heart. The ability to hold enough peace inside of your emotional core to create. Perhaps some suggestion of balancing all of that kingly fire with water. Or having that king broadcasting from that emotional place. But my goodness gracious, what a tremendous amount. Oh, and on the bottom of the deck, nope, the camera's out again. God love it. Yeah, come on, Mercury retrograde. There you go. And on the bottom of the deck, ding, 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 is 8 pentacles. 8 pentacles. The suggestion of a peaceful, powerful connection with materializing what you have dreamed could once come true. It is coming true. What's the king want? The king wants to make things happen. Does that hit? Take one more swing at this light problem. It's totally in my head. It's on the dimmer. Nope, too dark. Oh, Karina, my goodness gracious, I am so thrilled to get to do that with you and for you on your birthday. What a treat. Okay, I'm going to continue trying to solve this. Oh, maybe. No, sadly no. Not this one. Sorry, I'm not gonna take forever. I'm gonna see if I can fix this. Pardon me for trying. Alright, that's slightly better. Did I get Jenny on my list? No, and Jenny, you were here early. And am I on? Oh, I'm live. Look at me. Okay, Jenny, I'm tuning in. Here we go. Jenny, I joined early. And, so, I don't know. Jenny, do you think that you should go next or after Evangelical or even the 808? I'll let you guys iron it out. Yes, I'm writing you down, Chow Mein. Look, it's always a little bit messy at first when I come back to these things because I'm not quick on the draw. You know? I feel like Jenny's sort of like whenever she shows up, I'll just do her. I'll just get another deck going. All right. The Evangelist 808. The Evangelist 808. As you wish. I am used to answering questions. I can give it to you TikTok style as a one card drop. Tell me what your question is first, and then I'll decide whether it requires something specific, or maybe we get to make something up that's very specific. Oh, Evangelist 808. I see. I don't know if Laura's going to contact you in the future. But I can throw a card or two at this, and I'm going to give you something to think about as it pertains to you and Laura. Let's see what the cards have to say about you and Laura in Andromeda's Breadbasket. That's right, the 4-card proprietary spread that takes two people. Card number 1. That's you, the Evangelist 808. Card number 2. That's Laura. Man, everything is bugging out. I'm going to start pretending like it's okay, and I like it. Card number 3. Well, that's the energy between the two of you. For there to be a relationship at all, energetically speaking, 1 and 2 must come together and create something new. There it is. The card number 3. And card number 4, the material result of this pairing. What comes of this pairing of energies that generated this new energy? What did it manifest? Or what should it manifest? Let's just find out. Card number 1, that's you. And we see the Ace of Love staring back at us. In full flow, the Fountain of Youth, the Holy Grail, the Eternal Ace of Cups. There to suggest a fullness in the realm of emotion. The idea of being able to carry all of the joy and all of the sorrow in the same beautiful chalice. Laura, card number 2. We see someone who is putting their energy into serenity, into clearing their mind, into simplifying things down to their essence, and using that simplicity as a focal point to keep emotion temporarily at bay. The energy created between the two of you. I see a desire to be in the material space together. A Knight of Pentacles is on a material quest. It suggests restlessness inside the energy between the two of you, and the restlessness revolving around the material world in some fashion or another. And the result, a beautiful, nurturing Queen of Pentacles. A beautiful, nurturing Queen of Pentacles. The most elegant and artful expression of the Pentacles, in my opinion. The Queen of Pentacles feels like the real king in the Pentacle realm, because Mother Nature is the mother of us all. So then, let's see. Back to the original question. Will Laura contact me in the future? You with your open heart, her with her clear mind. Is this a suggestion from the deck that you move toward her materially in some fashion in hopes of crowning a new Queen of Pentacles in your life? I don't know the first thing about your situation with Laura, but that, as they say, is that when it comes to the Andromeda's breadbasket. Did that hit? Let's put it that way. Did that hit? Oh, and the marriage card's on the bottom of the deck. The marriage card, the Evangelist 808. Hold on, it'll come back. Good God. Stop it. There. The marriage card. That doesn't have to be the marriage card. Of course it doesn't. It can be there to suggest that Emperor possession of the plane of fire. 444, the tetragrammatonal 4. Well, look, the Evangelist 808. If you have questions, you know what to do. You know what to do. You go to the post office. You pull out your wallet and you purchase an envelope and some stationery. And you write down the question on the stationery. You put it in the envelope. And you write on that envelope, you say, open phones. And then you hand it back to the postman or the postwoman. You hand them a little bit more money so they can put the right kind of stamp on it. And you drop that envelope right in the mail. As soon as I get it, I'll answer that question for you. Who's next? Mystical Murmur. What card's on the bottom? The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. The suggestion of achieved harmony in the realm of fire. Pamela draws it as a wedding. Take that for what it's worth. But it's promising in its energies. What is my gut feeling? Well, I don't know the first thing about, like, do you want to just tell me one thing about it? Like, here's my gut feeling. If I'm you and I'm, okay, look, I'll do it this way. If I'm you and I'm throwing these cards, I'm saying, oh yeah, you've got an abundance of energy in the realm of the heart, and this person is not in the realm of the heart at all. They are focusing on keeping their mind clear for some reason. The energy between the two of you. Well, this feels like a suggestion to me. It feels like, what can you materialize? Like seek to find ways to be in the material world with them, and then it becomes about interpreting the Queen of Pentacles as something that connects to the story, or just like basically like bring this person along toward that throne, towards the idea, or yourself. But again, we're in territory that without details from you, I don't got a bleeping clue what it's getting at. Is it your sister? Is it your dead dog? I don't know. Is it like your unborn baby? Look, you spend enough time on TikTok, you do all of them. Well, the Evangelist, I hope that hit. I hope it was food for thought, at least. So then, the list clearly reads, so clearly, it reads, I'll find it. Oh, dear. Mystical Moodlet. Mystical Moodlet, come on down! Yeah, look, I do pregnancy readings. I say that all the time on TikTok. I offer them here as well. All right, Mystical, you're not reporting to the front, so chow mein. Guess what? It's your turn. Whoa. Chow Mein drops well, I don't know. I'm allowing it. I've never had intercourse in my entire life. Am I pregnant? Well, you know what, Chow Mein? This makes me want to do an experimental. Yes, thank you. This makes me want to do an experimental spread right now. I'm going to do it as a 1-card drop before you even ask the question. What sweet deck? Metaphorically speaking, metaphorically speaking, sweet deck. What energy should Chow Mein be impregnated with? Oh boy. Now, instantly I regret this. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Instantly I regret doing this. Why did I do this? Okay. Wow. Let's go, cards. Alright. I got away with it. Fire Horse Energy. Shall we? Fire Horse Energy. You need to impregnate yourself with Fire Horse inspiration, passion with direction, passion on a mission, passion that has been deployed. Oh, Queen, this is the bleeping year of the Fire Horse. I was the first in line at that amusement park. Believe it. What a beautiful recommendation. And on the bottom of the deck, for what that's worth, 6 swords. Protecting yourself. Using your mind smart. Using your mind smartly. As the camera stalls for the 4 millionth time. It's just as disappointing as it gets, camera. Boop, boop, boop. And there's no real way to trigger it back. It just has to kind of come to it on its own. Hey, it came to it on its own. Alright. So we had that fun game. But go ahead and ask your question. Ask your question. What might help you be excited and passionate? Alright. Ready? Here we go again. What might, I'll keep your wording completely intact. What might help me be excited and passionate? Card number 1. Something about being excited. Card number 2. Something about being passionate. Okay. Alright. Trying to get the glare out. Do. A little tighter, maybe. There's no winning. There's no winning. Oh, and then the camera turns out again. Alright. Hold on, it'll come back. There we go. So, excited, passionate, excitement. Be excited somehow in the realm of the goddess of justice. Be excited at your ability to see things for what they are. Understand yourself to be deeply empowered in that realm of judgment of situations, of being able to weigh the situation and understand the situation in its truth. That's that sort of truth you're holding on to. She's sort of the more advanced iteration of that high priestess, that purity. She's got the same veil, she's got the same columns, but she's wearing a crown. Be excited in that realm, and be passionate in the realm of the material world. Celebrate your resources. Understand them as power and mobilize them as power. Again, this is in the number 9. So it's showing. This is a demonstration of success in the realm of the nines. The other cards show distress. Here we find somebody who's able to peacefully be in this state of abundance without it creating stress for them. You could also say something about being protective of what you have, or appreciative of what you have. Grateful for all of the things that you've created over the course of your journey. Excitement, passion. Excitement, discernment, the ultimate expression of discernment, passion. Passion for you could argue it requires flipping the numbers, because I'm in the Pam deck, which is the 20th century deck that happened after the Golden Dawn, and therefore the numberings are different from the classic deck, but I still always think of the Justice card as being at number 8, not 11 as it is in this deck. And then I think about the 8 into the 9, like the ability to carry that clarity of mind into action, into the realms of the 9, and not have it disequilibrate due to the intensity and the difficulty that one encounters sometimes inside of those realms, and the solitude that which is, it seems kind of required in a weird way. These are quiet, dark struggles sometimes to gain this much power benevolently inside of yourself. Anyway, blah blah blah. I hope that was helpful. And now, I think the list has been exhausted. Unless forgetting somebody, and by all means, shout out if you would like a read. Well, I appreciate you, Shaman. Come see us on TikTok. Come see us on Bleepin' Instagram. It's not under open phones. Wait a minute, are you seriously pregnant? You better believe I'll get this kid a reading. Smart. Excuse me, Chow Mein. Are you saying that you are with child right now and you'd like a card for the kid? Okay, look, I did that. I did that on TikTok. Like, I love her, Beck. Beck had a baby, and brand new kid, and went up on the stream, and I threw a card for the kid, and guess which card fell? That's right, the devil. The devil! That little devil. I love that. I'll say this, like it's sometimes the funniest and funnest stuff happens up there. It really does get fun. And I love the cross section of humans. Oh yeah, straight up. But it was easy. It was just like, oh my god, no, I get it. He's a little devil. You have to, you certainly aren't meant to get all bookish on that. Like, well, you know what that means. That means there's going to be many shadows in this child's life. Like, shut the fuck up. It just means he's a little devil. Let it be fun. Let it be fun. Hold on. I'll be right with you. Oh, thank you, Chow Mein. Yeah, no, it's I think I don't know. I think if you do public facing reads like this, you better be good at that stuff. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna talk to people, you're gonna talk to people that have serious shit. But I like the way that these cards work. It's like these cards aren't, again, as long as you're not going into here going like, please tell me, God, what is going to happen in 2 weeks, which I guess I've never done it that way. Oh, have a beautiful night, Anna. Wonderful to spend time. I can't wait for our private on Monday. On Monday, is that right? Your birthday. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's exciting. Oh well, I am pleased as punch to know that I get to be a part of your birthday. Sorry, I've got to pivot to pivoting. Oh my god. Anyway, that's so very exciting. What fun. What fun. Good night, Anna overseas. It's Tarot Evening Wisdom, friends. My name is Open Phones. We're throwing cards at your questions for free. What up, Rocket Teats? Just in time for a read. My name is Open Phones. I'm well. I am well. My camera is unwell, but we're making it work. And just enjoying an evening up here for a while. Before I go collapse. I did not throw cards today. I will throw cards tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn on the world's most wholesome and family-friendly app. That's right. TikTok. All right, Rocket Teats, bring it in. Well, talk to me, Rocket Teats. What's on your agenda? How about that? Honestly, Duolingo. There we go. Now come back, Cameron. Thank you. You are welcome, Chow Mein. Thank you. It's been a true pleasure. Always fun to come up here and see friends that are now old friends in the grand scheme of things. Oh, Rocket Teats. What are you talking about? You're not allowed to... Okay, here... Okay. Sorry, as the camera comes back again. There it is. I'm sorry to hear that, Rocket Teats. Why am I not allowed to win? Rocket Teats' question is as follows. Why am I not allowed to win? And can I hold that feeling in my stomach for you and shuffle these cards? Yes, I can, Rocket Teats. I know that feeling. Why am I not allowed to win? I've been taking L's so much. Why am I not allowed to win? Why am I not allowed to win? Just tell me why I'm not allowed to win. Come on. I want to know why I'm not allowed to win. Answer the question, cards. Give me Give it to me. Just give it to me. I don't even know what I'm going to do as a spread yet. I'm not going to choose a spread yet. Because the first thing I know that I'm going to do, if I'm feeling this feeling in my stomach, which I think I am now, is I'm going to cut these cards angrily, slap them back together, and turn over the first one. And there you have it. We have expressed, and I'm going back to your question again, why am I not allowed to win? Rocket Teats, how does the Two of Swords hit in this moment? Does this feel to you like an expression aimed at a certain part of your situation? It's meant to reach for the idea of your willful mind, the mind that you have control over, the mind that decides the direction sometimes, the mind that navigates. And it suggests that the willful mind, the empowered mind, the divinely informed mind, can be generative of peace and serenity and protection from emotional tumult and the sort of the suggested shadow and mystery of that moon back there in the sky. Is this pulling up forward the idea of moving towards this serenity, magnetizing it, walking towards it yourself? Why can't I win? Is it a response? Well, your mind's not clear. Your emotions are always getting in the way. What up, Jen? Let's find out what happens if we turn this into a recommendation spread. Clear your mind. Simplify it. Turn it into a place of peace. When you look in the mirror, feel grounded in the material situation that you're in. Feel healthy, strong, cared for, and empowered. Imagine a king's clarity. Imagine a king's lack of emotion. Imagine a king's ability to decide between right and wrong, to chart courses towards new destinations. A king of swords and a queen of pentacles come together on one side or the other of two perfectly balanced swords. Ground ourselves by dealing with this. Ground ourselves by understanding ourselves to be suffused with tension in the realm of thought, capable of deep anxiety. Sometimes the intensity makes it so that we're unaware that it's us even doing it. It just feels like the weather. To master that realm is to deeply empower yourself. Card number 5, we wait. We are meant to surround ourselves with the concept of perfect freedom, limitlessness, the Fool. We are meant to see ourselves as coming from a place of freedom, of endless possibilities. We are meant to explore what that means to us in terms of limitlessness and possibilities. What would our Fool say yes to? What kind of energy does our Fool create for us that we can use in this moment where the focus is suggested to be a beautiful sun? The expression of active divinity in the major arcana. The force that emerges from that birth canal called judgment to greet the world with goodness to present goodness in its divine form for the very first time, to reveal it as the source of all life in the universe. So, to sum up, the cards would suggest making an active effort to tame the brain, feel more grounded, think of yourself in terms of a king's clarity and power, understand yourself to be completely without limit in terms of the terrain that you're upon. Actively seek to tame this energy. Use these 2 swords to calm these 9 swords. And keep them from weakening you. And then focus on blasting that sense of pure faith in your universal connection. And rejoice within it. Think of it in those basic terms as an expression of capital G good. Universal goodness on a philosophical level emerging. It's a symbol of that power of good that is our experience of divinity. Thank you, Rocket Teats. Did you find comfort in that or clarity? It's always nice to see you, Rocket Teats. Did you find comfort in that or clarity, please? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm stepping out onto the patio for a moment to take in some of the night air. It's been boiling all day. Booby Trap, how you doing? Welcome. I gotta say it's been boiling, but it's been boiling LA context. It's certainly not been anything near to what's been happening in France. Oops, we lost the music. No, I'm not ending the stream. My tech has been glitching all night, which we're blaming on Mercury retrograde, which is as good a reason as any. As good of a reason as any. It's 10:30. I'll go to 11. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Baby, 7 a.m. Doing an 11 a game. What's been happening in France? It's on fire. It's been under a heat wave that's historical in magnitude, and it's burned a lot of it. I can't tell you where is on fire specifically, but it's not the south of France. It's not there, thank God. That's where I'm going. But it's scary shit. Scary shit. It's like yet another situation where you turn on the television and it's all about like, wow, this is unprecedented. You're like, oh, is it now? Is it? And so it goes. And so it goes. Sorry, I'm puttering around for a second. So, yeah, well, Rocket, also just like consider ways to start to build those muscles via meditation. Not to be a basic bee about it all, but it's like it kind of needs a framework in my experience. It needs even transcendental meditation is well, not even transcendental meditation is great for that. It just provides like the wisp of a framework. I hear that it's been burning up there too, Rocket. I would say that when I got back from France, I was greeted by a bleeping toxic chemical fire in the middle of Los Angeles that definitely shared its glory with every bleeping person in the city, at least at one point, while it burned on for days and days on end and polluted the water supply. I mean, I don't want to be here anyway, but to be greeted by that fucking thing, I was just like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Really? Oh, give me an apocalyptic event. Yes, Booby Trap, I'm coming. I will take you on. Alright. Let's get in here. Yeah. Oh, LA's nice. LA is nice. Thank God for LA. LA is just a sad place right now. It's been through a lot and it is still suffering. You forbid what? Open, I forbid this. Look, I'm trying to do Booby Trap's cards here, Jim. What are you forbidding? He needs to apologize for pity's sake. I don't get into the chat disputes. I can't be bothered with every little chat dispute. I'm sorry. Half the time I can barely focus my eyes enough to even see the words. Alright. Let's get in here. We've got... May I get a reading? I think then I said yes, and then you got... And then we got into this little cul-de-sac. Booby Trap. I'm gonna drop you into the breadbasket with a demon. Would that be mean? Start forcing people to do Andromeda's breadbasket with different, like, mythical archetypes. Thank you. Yes, anyways. You would love to see archetypes. No? You would know them when you see them. Tell me where we're going, sweet number one Booby Trap. All lowercase. Where are we going today? Where are we going today? Let's see. Okay, Booby Trap. Okay. That's a beautiful question, Booby Trap. Thank you for asking. Booby Trap asked, what might my emotional well-being be like after I leave my relationship? I don't know. Let's find out what the cards have to say. I feel simple here. What are 3 things the Booby Trap needs to think about when it comes to emotional well-being on the other side of leaving the relationship? Number 1, make sure that in the material world you feel like everything shook out fair. Fair. Do not walk away with a sense of injustice connected in any way, shape, or form to the material realm. Card number 2. Deliberately seek out emotional stability. Emotional stability is important, and you may feel emotionally unstable, and if you are feeling emotionally unstable, it might be wise to take the offered cup of divinity and use that as a stabilizing force rather than trying to go fill that cup somewhere else. Or, worse, go without it. Lastly, you must understand this moment to be a moment of gestation of energy towards a further moment embodied in the death card at number 13 as one of evolution. Your celestial gravity has shifted. You are no longer bound by earthbound gravitational concerns. You are now correctly oriented as far as your relationship to the universe is concerned. And you are embracing the implied solitude of this card and using this moment as there it is. And using this moment, oops, I'm not on the screen. Everything's wrong. And using this moment to gather force towards that evolution. It's a leap of faith. It's basically, it suggests that faith be deployed here as the source of the strength that allows one to experience this celestial gravitational pull that suspends our friend between the 2 worlds of the unseen and the seen. 6 and a 12 and a 4. $22. 22, Booby Trap. That's the magic number. Does that make sense? I'm not sorry you're back, Jenny Vlogs. I'm not sorry you're back, Jenny Vlogs. Jenny Vlogs, what's your question for these cards? That was a very satisfying way to do that. Thank you, One Booby Trap, for inspiring something new. Oh, sweet SLG Jenny Vlogs, are you ever going to get your question in? Come on. Because I know you got to run off. Yes, please. Ugh. If you were quick on your feet, you could have read my diary in that one. But ultimately, yeah, I can make it work for both. Any more takers, or I'll wrap it up. It's almost bedtime. I gotta be up at dawn. I should just call it. This has been so much fun. I'm so grateful to get to do this every now and then. Thank you for being here. I sure do appreciate y'all. One more card on the way out. One more card on the way out. Of course, Booby Trap. It was my pleasure. One more card on the way out. That's right. Go get that inspiration. Go get that inspiration. Go get that inspiration. Go be inspired. That. And go pay attention to that new moon as she grows in the sky. Track that growth. Bring that growth along with you. Understand that to be energy that as it waxes feeds you more and more and more. On that note, I will see you, if you dare to go on TikTok, at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning on Terra Morning Wisdom. Otherwise, this is your buddy, open phones, waving goodnight. I will see y'all next time I come up. Thank you. Bye.